welcome back to AR77, and it is my very great pleasure today to bring to you the Sig Sauer M17 pistol. This is a .177 pellet shooting air pistol, powered as always by CO2, as all of my pistols are. This is a very close replica of the M17, M for military issue, I believe, as this is the gun that won the contract in America to go to all the infantry soldiers. A few other guns who tendered, a few other manufacturers who tendered for that position. I think Beretta put up the M93, is it A1? I think the Glock 19X was possibly in the category as well, and this is the winner. And as a big fan of Sig, I really like this gun. Based on the P320 platform, you can see here the air pistol has the extended mag, which I'll talk about in a bit. We have it in the FDE, the full dark earth, I believe is the description of that colour. It's kind of a, well, maybe not full dark earth actually. The lower and the top, slightly different quality to the colours because the lower is plastic, or the frame is plastic here. The slide is full metal. A really nice feeling gun, very weighty, really solid, feels really good to hold. And I've just been having a bit of a shoot with it now, and it is not massively powerful, but powerful enough, and certainly accurate enough for a bit of fun in the back garden. So you'll have a lot of fun with the M17. It looks awesome. I think it looks really great. The same reason that I like the 19X that I recently did a review on. I love the contrast with the black parts against the sort of tan frame. I've seen a couple of videos online of the actual M17 as it was unboxed and given to the soldiers in the US. And I've seen, I think, kind of Hickok 45, really famous gun channel, one of my favourite channels, so hi Hickok if you're out there. I don't think he probably takes notice of little guys like me, but he does the Real Firearms channel, and he does it, in my opinion, pretty much the best you can do. But he's shown one of these, he's shot one of these on his range, and I think some of the parts here that are black are actually kind of tan themselves. There's a different finish to them, so they're not necessarily black. I believe I'm accurate in saying that. Let's have a little look then. So let's look up around the gun and the details on it first of all in some close up. So you've got some lovely Sig Sauer M17, really accurate markings there. Really nice kind of fluted channels down there. I'm not sure, I haven't got a P320, that might be the next purchase, so I'll have to see if that's the same or if it's different for the M17. You've got your standard things here, .177 cal, 4.5mm. Feels very similar to the X5, just because I think the slide is very similar to the X5. But actually, that's only because I don't have a 320. It's probably more accurate to say it's similar to the 320. So you've got your takedown lever here. I think that is... I think that's plastic, actually. I'm going to say that's plastic. You've got your slide catch release here, and although that's a separate piece, it doesn't do anything, as far as I'm aware. But you can... So it is a separate piece. You've got your safety catch here, so on safe you've got your S. You can see that there. And then you've got the tiniest of red dots there that says F for fire. Striker fire pistol, so there is no hammer, but while we're at the back here, we do have these delicious sights. There you got 2 white dots at the back, 1 white dot at the front, really nice, really clear, really crisp. Gonna say metal trigger, although you know what? Let's have a look at that. No, I don't know. Jury's out on that. Could be metal, could be plastic. Either way, does its job very nicely. You've got this triangular kind of magazine release here. That's I've got another Sig with that on. Is it the 2022? It has a similar to that. Yeah, the P226 I think has it's a circular magazine release button, which, you know, that level of detail probably you're not interested in, but because I like the replica aspect of it, I like it. I like to know the details and things. I'm a detail kind of fan. Really nice grips here again with the Sig Sauer there, and that's a nice kind of sandpapery sort of finish. Really good on the front there, and continues on the back. On the other side of the pistol, subtle warning information there. Warning's not a toy. Yada yada yada. Ambidextrous safety. Ambidextrous slide catch release, if that was an actual slide catch release. Not an ambidextrous magazine release in this case. I'm not sure what it's like on the real pistol. I'm sure you could probably change that, the direction of that. You have grip at the front there. You have your Picatinny rail. All very, very nice. Talk about the top in a minute. Got this recessed barrel here. And it, again, it's all nice and it kind of looks a bit rifled, even though it's not. Nice and black against the, what I would call tan or sand kind of finish there. Again, you've got your guide rod in black. So the top of it, thank you Sig, at last, for a cutout ejection port. And the fact that it's black in the contrast with that looks really good. I really like that aspect of it. So this is the first, so the P226, the P250 that came out first. Those two, one of the big bugbears, although they were blowback pellet pistols, they didn't have that cutout ejection port, which people were a bit disappointed about, but it kind of made sense. It's just all one piece of metal and it's not ejecting anything anyway. It's not even really a semi-auto, they're kind of revolvers, so that's okay. But for a replica fan like myself, that's a bit of a shame. Then you move on, you get the 320, and or in some photos it looks like it's got a cutout ejection port. I think most of them don't have cutout ejection ports. I don't think any of them have, actually. It's just the way that some people like to show them. Correct me if I'm wrong, if there are some that have, later models might have it cut out. I don't think that's the case, but like I say, I don't have one. The X5, same old story. The P365 by Sig and the 1911s by Sig, the Max Michel and the Spartan, they do have cut-out ejection ports, but they're BB shooters, they're not pellet shooters. And as such, they use a kind of more traditional semi-auto magazine for the ammunition. These use either a belt-fed magazine or a revolving magazine. Either way, it kind of revolves. So it is nice to see that cut-out ejection port. And this piece on the back here, which I don't even know what it's called, but I know that it can be removed and you can fit a Sig Sauer red dot sight there, should you want to. So that's really nice, really authentic. I like it as it looks. I think it would look great with a red dot as well. I'll probably just keep it the way it is. Keep it real. Yeah, so it is really double action. Only you pull the trigger, it's gonna cycle the belt that holds the pellets. Then it's gonna release. So you're doing all the work there, up to there, and that's how it's going to work. So you can rack the slide if you want. That's all well and good, but it doesn't really do anything. Yeah. The big thing to talk to you about really is the magazine. So let's have a look at that and see if we can get all this on camera. Look at that beast. Right, so this is how it all works. This is where all the workings is, and this is why they've gone for this extended magazine design, so that you've got space for all the mechanical magicry that they're doing. Magicry, is that a real word? It is now. So this is the extended mag on the actual M17. Holds 21 rounds, I believe. I believe the standard they hold 18 and 19, and the extended one holds 21. I think that's the case. This holds 20, so that's pretty good. That's pretty accurate. 20 rounds of .177 caliber ammunition, pellets ammunition. And this is a kind of a two-trick pony, really. So there's a button here on the front, and if you press that, you will literally fire the rest of the magazine out of the way, and that's what I did when I first got it. I came out and went, oh, press that button, and it went shooting off. So I keep a hold of it, press the button, and it releases it. And as you can see, it says here, this side towards the target. So you know that is going at the front of your magazine. At the back here, Sig Sauer 20, and this is the back, all nice and clearly marked. So you pop that open gently, and there's your belt, 20 round belt, similar to the X5 magazine, similar to anybody who's got the, is it the MCX or the MPX or something, the sort of assault rifle type, well, yeah, the rifle type Sig pellet shooters. I don't know if they're assault rifles or if they're just rifles or what, but you feed that round and you're feeding your pellets. So I'd do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then I'd rotate till I couldn't see them, and they're all in the top section. And then you could just do the other 9. That's 10 there, but you know what I'm saying. Close that up. That's loaded with pellets. Good to go. Pop that down. Then you take the rest of the magazine, and this is similar to, in a way, the way that the X5 and the 226 work, and the Spartan, to be fair, the Max Michel. It's that cantilever system, which means you don't require an Allen key to load it with the CO2. So you kind of got a secondary valve there. You don't worry about that. You pull this down here, and it releases that. You drop in, so you can see that this is a spent one. Okay, so you drop in CO2. I go bottom first, then that's free to move up there, and you get to there, commit, and you get to there actually, commit, and then close it up. If you don't hear anything, that's great, because it means you haven't lost any CO2. And now the valve in there is engaged, and this valve is waiting to be connected to the rest of the pistol. So that's that. You get your pellets. This is the back. So that's going in there like that till it clicks. Nice reassuring click. Then you take your pistol, you take your magazine, and gently pop that in, and you're good to go. Now, when you have fired off your first 20 rounds and it's time to reload, when you press the magazine release, that didn't do it then because there's no actual CO2, but when you press the magazine release, you will hear it kind of go, you'll hear a little bit of CO2 escape, because a little bit of CO2 does escape from that valve when you release the magazine. The gun is also strippable as well. Move that out of the way. And this is good in case you get a jam or anything. You wouldn't need it for any other reason really, other than if you got a jam or there was something stuck in the gun, there was a problem. I'll try and see if I can do this on camera. I did find it a bit fiddly, but basically, so you take your slide back to there, yeah, and you can see where this travels around that arc there. See that arc? So move that down. That releases the slide, which you just lift up and forward like that. Okay, then you have your lower there, and you have your upper just there. You can see in there, nothing really to play with, just a piece of metal, really. But then here, you can see your barrel, get into there. I think you can even take that out. I think if you press this piece in here, that releases the barrel, so you can take your barrel out like that. I'm not going to take it out for you. Oh, go on then. Press it down, take your barrel out, and that bit falls out as well. That's great. And then you can get into all that there. You can see right into it. Really nice, and they're the different bits of your pistol, essentially. Then, when you're ready to, and everything's clean and working properly, this bit goes back in like that. Okay, we got those two springs up at the top there. Take your barrel, pop that, slide that back in the right way. That's the wrong way, I believe. Let's have a look here. Yeah, you can see at the top there it's squared off just like that, so you can see that it goes in that way. Tricky to do it on camera. I need to come round to the front, maybe push that bit in. That's it, and then it engages and it goes in. There you go, and then take your top piece here, marry everything up. And I don't think you need to be too forceful with this. So this is the bit I've struggled with, and I think let's have a look. Once you get to that's it, yeah. So yeah, okay. So you're tempted to go all the way back and try and push it down, but you don't actually need to. If you just put a little bit of pressure on it, it does find its way home a lot easier. And you just marry up that arch so it looks like that again. Yeah, and then marry that up. Push your come on, pal, work with me. Are we all the way on there? Close that up. That's it. And it's forward. Just check that. Yeah. Okay, it's a little bit fiddly. Do you know what? Is it fiddly or is it just me? Probably just me. But a bit of practice, and you'll be doing that in no time at all. Should you need to. You really don't need to. So there you go. That is the Sig Sauer M17. Shoots like a Sig because it is a Sig. This says on the box. Authentic weight, balance, and handling. Not an authentic caliber, but it's a great shooter. That is a good bit of kit. That is. I'm really pleased with that. The 0.177 caliber pellet shooting CO2 powered airgun replica of the M17 by Sig Sauer. I would highly recommend you buy one. I think you can get them for about 170 quid. Worth every penny, I would say, if you collect these things like I do. Worth every penny. A bit of Sig marking underneath there that I missed. Really nice. Really love the cutout ejection port. Love the black details. Love everything about it. And it's a complicated magazine system, but it's pretty straightforward to use. It's just a combination of things you've done before. If you've got another one of these types of air pistols, feet per second, 300, 350, something like that. Accuracy, good, I would say. Over, between 8-10 yards, good accuracy. Good fun, good plinker, and really looks accurate. Really looks the part. I really love this gun. And yeah, do I prefer it to the Glock 19X? Difficult. The only two tan guns I've got in my collection, or Dark Earth guns in my collection, or whatever you want to say. Pellet, good. Pellet, 20 rounds. 19X, I think 19 rounds of 4.5mm BB. Get them both.